Halo sahabat Mirae Asset, hari ini kita bersama dengan Pak Nicko Widjaja, CEO BRI Ventures. Halo Pak Nicko.
Halo Pak Untung, thank you for having me.
Ya, terima kasih atas waktunya. Ya.
Video atau seperti apa?
Pun juga jualan air, kan hari itu. Dan pada kesempatan ini, dan semoga dapat menjadi manual. Sebenarnya belum, karena selama ini yang menjadi fokus perhatian itu adalah startupnya.
Nah, Pak Nicko sudah berapa lama di BRI Ventures sebagai CEO?
Sejak tahun 2019, I think it was back in August of 2019.
Berarti sudah lebih dari 1,5 tahun ya Pak ya?
Yes, it's more than 1,5 tahun mungkin. Udah hampir 2 kali mungkin.
Terus tahu kami sebelumnya Bapak CEO juga di MDI Ventures.
Ya, MDI Ventures under Telkom Indonesia.
Telkom Indonesia.
I was the CEO there since 2015 to 2019. Ya.
Terus kami dengar itu sudah berhasil Pak Nicko untuk listing 2 startups di perusahaan Jepang dan Australia. Nah, waktu itu kenapa memilih perusahaan asing Pak?
Okay, so when I co-created the thesis for MDI Ventures for Telkom Indonesia, it was different time hari itu. Remember 2015 kita melihat most of Indonesia startups hasn't reached their unicorn status yet, ya kan? So most of them itu masih di Series A, Series B. And back in 2015, Telkom has the initiative untuk create this the first corporate venture capital di Indonesia.
Corporate venture capital.
I think we learned from Singtel.
Singtel
Singapura itu punya Innovate Ventures. Dan kalau kita lihat Telstra itu punya Telstra Ventures juga.
Telstra Ventures.
Jadi kalau kita lihat kenapa bisnis telco itu memiliki their digital arm atau digital investment arm, because their industry is the first that got disrupted, right? The rise of WhatsApp, the rise of Skype hari itu ya kan, BBM dan yang lain, and OTT, of course. You have Netflix now, and you have especially after the great crisis, you have many OTTs yang coming ke Indonesia, right? Disney Plus, HBO Go dan yang lain. So I guess all over the world, the telco industries was the first yang experience major disruptions by digital players. So in the end, kalau kita lihat SoftBank di Jepang juga ya kan, SoftBank di Jepang itu mereka they becoming more and more investment company than telco company. They were initially a telco company, so they listed the telco arm to do investment sebenarnya. Dan waktu itu 2015, our thesis was 70% investment kita di luar Indonesia, while 30% is to build this Indonesia ecosystem juga gitu. Although along the way kita makin kurangin yang di luar. 2016 it was maybe 60% di luar, 40% Indonesia gitu kan ya kan. As the years goes by, kita melihat Indonesia becoming a very prominent players in ASEAN gitu kan. And then the rise of unicorns back in 2017-18 ya kan. Udah gitu baru mulai, I guess siapa? Traveloka, Gojek, they get this unicorn status finally. Dan Indonesia memiliki, I think, the largest number of potential unicorns in the future too. If not already, I think we have like 5 unicorns right now. Ya kan? So we divided our focus into a different group of countries hari itu. Dan kita melihat Jepang misalnya, our first IPO itu Genie, is a company based in Tokyo.
EdTech ya kalau nggak salah.
It's an EdTech company. I guess the rival for Genie adalah a company called Freakout. Also an EdTech company yang sudah listed a year prior. So the number 2 player in Japanese EdTech is Genie. And we entered the round as a pre-IPO round hari itu, because we want to see real liquidity juga di our business, because if you're dealing with corporate capital, biasanya you need kind of quick win juga.
Quick win.
Yeah, quick win to as long as you have a long-term strategy juga to kind of grow a company from the ground up. But I guess our decision on Genie hari itu, because they are about to go IPO in the next coming years, maybe couple of years the most. So we invested in them in the strategic round. So they did not open a round hari itu, not opening a round, I mean series of round investment, tapi lebih strategic round because they are expanding their business into Indonesia too. And our proposal to them was, nggak ada lagi yang lebih baik daripada Telkom if you really want to build your business di Indonesia, because Telkom Indonesia also has, one of the major advertising technology under their arm. Called Metronet hari itu. So we entered the round as a strategic investors rather than just a financial investors hari itu. MDI, along the way we have 8 exits, including tadi one in Japan and one in Australia. ASX. Whisper is a great company. Great company to be. We co-invested Whisper with Telstra.
Itu bidangnya cloud?
Communication. Cloud communications, yes.
Communication.
It's a A2P kind of company, di mana mereka juga beli banyak bulk SMS dari Telkomsel dan yang lain. So when we invested in them, we really see the real value of it. The real value was that they need the business in Indonesia, and especially doing OTP. OTP is a huge business, and telco, I think, industry now all around the world survive because of that enterprise business tadi yang OTP, because people still need verifikasi kan, KYC. KYC. Although now kalau kita lihat WhatsApp pun juga, sometimes giving you OTP, right?
Betul,
yeah. So that kind of business is about to get disrupted as well too. And like I said, mungkin pertama kali, telco industry is probably the most innovative industry around the world, because their survival is at stake. Since more than a decade ago. Di Amerika kita lihat, AT&T becoming a media company ya. Terus di Jepang tadi SoftBank becoming an investment company. So they need to reinvent themselves every year from these major disruptions.
Dibandingkan dengan waktu itu, sekarang mungkin pasar saham Indonesia sedikit bertumbuh ya Pak ya?
Yeah.
Apalagi masa COVID.
I know.
Tumbuh.
It was really exciting, right? Yeah. Exciting.
Nah, kalau portfolio saat ini di BRI Ventures nanti kalau go IPO mungkin bakal pilih perusahaan mana Pak?
Pilih Mirae.
Kalau broker. Kalau bursa, maksudnya?
Kalau bursa?
Bursa.
No, I mean Indonesia is getting exciting, I guess. You have Pak Pandu too last time, right? Yeah, kan? I think when having someone like him on board bisa membuat excitement in the market, gitu kan ya kan? Dan I guess it's about time that Indonesia melihat some of the unicorns juga listed di IDX. Because kalau kita lihat perjalanan ekosistem startup di Indonesia, we are entering the 11th year. Jadi setelah satu decade, kita lihat Tokopedia was invested by Japanese VCs back in the day, itu 2009. So we're entering the second chapter of Indonesia's startups. We know the growth, ya kan? I mean tremendous growth di e-commerce, di fintech dan yang lain. But now we are entering the moment of truth, di mana market will judge whether there was the valuation that people believe, ya kan? But I believe, percaya apa enggak, we have we have the prior knowledge that Airbnb and Snowflake, those kind of companies IPO'd in New York, right? Back in December or November. We didn't expect these guys very successful in their IPO, especially during the pandemic. And you see Shopee, I mean, is remarkable. Waktu COVID mereka naik sekitar 800%, ya kan? So I guess it's about time that our retail investors, gitu ya, melihat the promise of the startups. Dan I'm very confident that when one of these unicorns do that IPO in IDX, pasti rame sih harusnya. Yeah. The premium scarcity, right? Scarcity, right? Ya, banyak yang tunggu pasti, tentunya. So because it's becoming a new norm too to shop online or to transact online hari ini. I guess whatever the pandemic gave us, it kind of gave us the momentum for tech companies.
Nah, kalau SPAC, Special Purpose Acquisition Company, sedang dikaji sama perusahaan efek. Nah, pendapat Pak Nicko bagaimana?
Oke. So now we are, jadi sekarang kita di mana? Bulan Maret 2021 ya?
Yeah.
It's still new, right? Tadi seperti yang saya sempat katakan, it's gonna be like moment of truth, whether it is. But SPAC enable, companies, startups, to go listed quicker, right? And that's good because selama ini kita kan banyak kendala ya untuk listed di main board, right? Because most of the startup is still in the growth stage sebenarnya. It's not really like any other traditional companies when you book your profits dan yang lain dilihat dari sana. But the fundamental is mirip sebenarnya gitu kan ya kan. I think the retail investors nanti akan melihat juga sih bagaimana how this company performing, dari dalam. Selama ini kan yang kita dengar rumors, right, di luar sana, this one tech media talk about this company, another tech media talk about that company. But when those companies go IPO, it will be very exciting to see investors, how savvy they are, right? Ya apa enggak, untuk melihat, the inside of the company.
Laporan keuangan dibuka.
Laporan keuangan dibuka akhirnya, ya kan? And that's, I guess that's exciting times for all of us.
Nah, kemudian ini hot keyword sekarang, cryptocurrency, Pak. Nah, menurut Pak Nicko bagaimana nih? Ini fenomena Bitcoin zaman ini.
Iya, cryptocurrency. Saya baru mulai cryptocurrency itu 2 bulan yang lalu.
2 bulan yang lalu.
Yeah, maybe I overlooked the cryptocurrency before yang rame-rame ini, gitu kan ya kan. I think it's very interesting when I guess last month when Elon Musk tweet, obviously from the tweeted conversation that he had, semuanya jadi naik. Tapi ketika Tesla buying bitcoins, I think that become quite real, And I just heard a couple of days ago, Amazon is using Ethereum for the developers. So I guess it's becoming real because kalau kita lihat sekarang, the world has experienced a massive crisis, right? It's like reset semuanya.
Oh, reset.
It's like a great reset, like World Economic Forum theme of this year. Katanya dunia is resetting, right? Dan if I don't think our country will ever experience a major monetary crisis, but little countries like countries in Central Europe or something, they will probably adopt this cryptocurrency as their basis because they can no longer believe in their systems, right? And many countries, especially small countries, that has limited resources, limited economy. I guess they will. I don't know if Tesla, if Amazon, if Microsoft adopting these cryptocurrencies. I guess they will be next in line. It's more, I think it's very exciting to see something like this come to the surface.
Kalau misalnya ada fintech company, kan BRI Ventures banyak investasi di fintech. Fintech terkait cryptocurrency, mungkin kalau Bapak mau, BRI Ventures ada kriteria untuk investasi gitu, Pak?
Yeah, we are looking into that too, right now. Okay. But maybe too early. I know too early, but too early doesn't mean that kita nggak pelajari sih, gitu. We are really interested in something like this, yang especially after 2020. I think many scenarios changed, around the world. Dan if kalau kita bicara nih, misalnya 2020 nggak kena COVID kemarin atau
normal
health crisis normal, I don't think this type of cryptocurrency ini bisa seperti sekarang.
Oke. Kemudian ini tentang New Tech Fund, Sembrani Nusantara. Sembrani. Ya, itu baru dibentuk sekarang 300 miliar rupiah ya?
Iya, jadi kita, I think the reason why hari itu I moved from MDI Ventures to BRI Ventures is because after doing investment for so long, you really want to do something yang yang impactful lah, basically. Impactful dalam arti begini. When you do investment, I mean, investment alone is not that hard sebenarnya, right?
Not that hard.
Not that hard. I mean, I think there's no secret sauce for it. There's no secret sauce to make profit in investment. Yang kalau bodoh-bodohannya adalah you just follow SoftBank.
Oh, ikutan.
Ikutan kan, ya kan? Atau if you you can follow Sequoia or you can follow other VCs yang reputable. Mungkin the bigger question will be why would they involve you into the round, right? Because especially back in the day, MDI Ventures was new hari itu, and when we talk to like SoftBank seperti can we participate in the round of company A misalnya, jawaban mereka adalah what can you bring to the table, right? Because money is abundance out there, especially for this sector, right? Commodity, right? Jadi kalau kita selalu proposition adalah, you can make, you can utilize the infrastructures of Telkom misalnya, and customer base 180 million customers. And then if you talk about Southeast Asia, you talk about Indonesia. Southeast Asia is mainly Indonesia, right?
Ya, nomor satu.
Ya kan, nomor satu. Jadi, so those kind of propositions yang kita bawa sebenarnya when we are participating in a round. So it's not really hard, basically. I think investment game like private equity or venture capital, it's more like fraternity type of close of ini kan. Networking ya kan. If you know someone dan yang lain-lain, you probably get invited into. But after 8 exits di MDI, I think my vision hari itu adalah how to make impact for the industry. Industrinya bukan industri startup bahkan. Industrinya industri modal ventura.
Industri modal ventura.
Yeah, which is not many people familiar with it. Many people feels that modal ventura is, it's like a grants bahkan.
Grants.
Sometimes, right? Because it's still embryonic. You put money and then you don't know where the money goes dan yang lain. But and then kalau kita tahu juga banyak modal ventura yang Indonesia, they are established di Singapura. Most of them, because the tax incentives dan the arbitrasi dan yang lain-lain. So there's so many ini. So if you see, misalnya saya nggak bilang company apa gitu. Let's say company A, misalnya. Company A is a unicorn, misalnya, company. But their holding is in Singapore. Their operation PT is in Indonesia. So jadi kalau kita lihat, this is something yang meskipun bagus buat ekonomi kita, because you have that operating revenue datang terus. But this is a commercial aspect of it. The valuation aspect of it is on the other countries. Like
punya siapa ini?
Punya siapa gitu kan ya kan. So Singapore has been enjoying the valuation of Indonesia's companies, right? Yeah. I'm not talking only unicorns company, but Centaur class companies too. They are listed in Singapore. So this is the commercial aspect versus the valuation aspects of it. Jadi nggak pernah ada yang tahu juga gitu. Kalau misalnya all these companies yang kita dengar gitu ya, they are actually in Singapore. Although they belong to Indonesians, but they belong to Singapore. Dana Ventura Sembrani Nusantara, when we kind of ideated, right? Ya, apa nggak sih? It was back in December of 2019 hari itu. I didn't expect it to be approved juga sih sebenarnya. So I was like,
August join baru dibentuk Desember ya?
Yeah, I joined August, but we talk about this since MDI days bahkan. How to create this industry further, gitu, how to push this forward, right? So in December we had a hearing, with OJK. We stated our thesis, our statement dan yang lain, how we can mold and shape this industry. Sekarang cuma yang di Indonesia terus terang nggak banyak, paling cuma 4 atau 5, including BRI Ventures, Mandiri, MDI, Telkomsel, and maybe 1 or 2 other. But more into kita pikirnya adalah gini, if we fail to innovate in this venture capital industry, then the game doesn't belong to us. The game will be, neighboring countries, right? So we got approved back in July of 2020, pas lagi COVID. Kita di approve. I think we talked to them via Zoom, which is a very different experience hari itu because we just get adjusted right into meetings virtually. So yeah, BRI Ventures, you can run this new Dana Ventura, and we were excited about it. Benar, we were excited about it, and we start fundraising. Setelah itu langsung, we start fundraising. We talk to people yang udah pernah invest di startups dan yang udah pernah rugi di startup juga. So we don't take first time investors because we need to protect this industry yang masih masih bayi gitu, masih baby. I don't know if you understand it, bayi.
Tahu baby.
Yeah, kan. So you have to protect this. Jadi from the bank side ada wealth management misalnya. Misalnya one of the clients tertarik untuk invest di Sebagai Nusantara, we have to check whether his risk profile match ours. Because if you invested in especially early stage, Sebagai Nusantara is a early stage fund. So jadi kita modelnya mirip sama RDPT gitu kan ya kan, but kita juga pilih banget makanya teman-teman aja yang masuk. So we have Syllabus Capital, we have SC Ventures, we have Grab Ventures juga masuk di sini. I mean these guys are savvy, right? These guys are
nama-nama besar.
These guys know what kind of industry that they enter. I mean they are players in this industry too. Jadi so we pick really carefully di sini.
Nah, terus setahu kami ini untuk agar UMKM go digital.
Yes.
Nah, kalau misalnya ada penonton sedang menjalani UMKM, kriterianya gimana Pak untuk mendapatkan investasi dari ini?
Well, the criteria is that you have to have vision to grow.
Grow.
And saya nggak pernah katakan internet is our main target company. Ya kan, internet companies but digital is becoming enabler now to scale up, gitu kan, and technology is the only way that you can save costs. You can kita invest di house misalnya, a beverages company. The way they presented to us was that they are changing from a food and beverages company, and they have like 120 branches all over Indonesia. But they are improving their supply chain misalnya di belakang using technology. This is something yang exciting buat kita gitu kan, untuk dilihat how this company yang sudah profitable bahkan scale up utilizing technology, and we can be advisors to them how to properly use technology to grow their business. So I guess if you are UKM gitu and you have an open mind gitu ya kan,
warung gitu boleh.
Warung, but you have to think about how to build a connected, 2.000 warung gitu kan ya kan. Ya kan? Scale up quickly. Ya kan?
Kalau tahun ini BRI Ventures memiliki target apa Pak tahun ini?
Begini sih. Jadi kalau ada orang bilang gitu ya, target biasanya kita invest di, for companies misalnya. I know a VC friend of ours bilang kalau targetnya apa? Oh, kita invest di 4 atau 5. But investing alone is a simple, bukan simple sih.
Taruh uang.
Taruh uang, tapi again you have to build something about this. But my idea about it is how to grow this industry further. BRI Ventures is no longer corporate venture capital. We are becoming a full stack venture financing company sekarang, where we also have venture debt yang kita baru launching juga ya kan.
Pakai hutang Pak.
Pakai warrant ya kan. Warrant. Selama ini kalau kita lihat market tersebut di Indonesia itu di handle oleh companies like Innovent Capital dari Singapura, ya kan. Although I think they offer in US dollars, ya kan. We offer in rupiah gitu. Dan 2020 kemarin kita lihat equity becoming very expensive. Jadi banyak company yang nggak raising 2020. Instead they are borrowing money. Untuk running the inventory. Good company tahu ini. Good company nggak mungkin fundraise lagi krisis gitu kan ya kan. It will be
buat apa?
It will be crazy. It will be down round kali mungkin. Although ada ya, companies like Tanihub they fundraise during the crisis and they have multiple yang lumayan gitu kan, tinggi banget. Gitu.
Tapi turunin valuasi?
Enggak. No. I mean this companies like Tanihub, they know what they're doing gitu kan. But many companies out there yang mungkin masih masih mau grow seperti the curve, mereka wise enough not to raise money. Instead biasanya mereka ke P2P biasanya, because companies like e-commerce yang handle many inventories SKUs, mereka tuh ke P2P lending, but P2P has limits. P2P itu kan boleh cuma hanya 2 miliar rupiah kan. We can give them more. But we are becoming more and more innovative juga, offering our solutions.
Jadi tadi debt itu semacam convertible bond, semacam itu.
Dan kita lihat di Singapura, OCBC, DBS, UOB, they are also launching their venture debt sekarang untuk clearly Indonesia, Singapore startups. So I guess we are becoming something else. Then I think this is still a very exciting time to kind of tadi mold and shape this industry. Jadi equity loan is risky, but equity plus cash flow becoming more profitable nanti in the end harusnya.
Nah, balik lagi corporate venture capital, Pak. Nah, itu kan ada 2 budaya. Jadi ada budaya corporate yang agak kaku dan budaya startup bebas. Gimana Pak itu kelolanya?
I was lucky because because MDI was under Telkom Indonesia. Telkom Indonesia is, kalau saya bisa bilang ya, I think it's the startup of corporate.
Startup of corporate.
Because Telkom Indonesia, most of the guys working there are engineers. And they're building something too, right? They are building enterprise software. They are building infrastructure. So Telkom Indonesia behaving like a startup. Jadi waktu saya tuh ke sana gitu ya, so I wasn't like that surprised, atau nggak ada banyak gap lah di sini, ya kan? Maybe there's some compliance at play, but I love compliance because compliance is what make us prudent in our investment. Jadi my philosophy on compliance and especially process itu seperti tarik rem buat ngebut. I don't know if you understand.
Tahu.
Tarik. Ya kan, when you driving, kamu tarik rem buat ngebut gitu loh. So it's
mengurangi risiko kan?
It is, dan mengurangi juga sebenarnya our over excitement over a company misalnya. Ya kan? Misalnya we were like talking to this one founder lah yang very visionary, very charming dan yang lain. And biasanya most of us kan ketarik tuh dalam gravitinya dia, gitu kan, ya kan? But there's compliance at play, ya kan? Kita lihat semuanya, bukuan dan yang lain-lain, fundamentalnya seperti apa. Dan it's becoming a safety guard for all of us. So I love compliance.
Tapi dari sisi decision making nggak lambat-lambat berjenjang-jenjang?
No, nggak, because gini, di BRI Ventures, I guess we know what we're doing now. At the early years of MDI Ventures, I think the first year and second year, I think we still like meraba-raba juga, not what we're doing, tapi how this Indonesia ecosystem will shape up, in near future. Will unicorn happen di Indonesia? Ya kan? Ternyata iya, gitu kan, ya kan? Will this sector will this emerging sector becoming big in Indonesia? Ternyata iya, atau ternyata enggak, gitu kan, ya kan? So there's something yang kita pelajari juga over the years. So right now we continue to learn new sectors di Indonesia, and especially kayak health, agriculture, ya kan, education, ya kan. So all these sectors yang emerging during the pandemic, in the next 2-3 years we'll see. But there's a pattern that yang develop di sini, What kind of founders yang akan emerge as the next unicorn di Indonesia, ya kan. So I guess my take is that the progress is real. The digital economy, we will see the next Indonesia Forbes richest misalnya 40, it will be replaced by all these digital players, just like in America. Kalau dulu kan kita lihat ada Rothschild dan yang lain, sekarang tiba-tiba you have Elon Musk, you have Bezos, you have dan I guess it's happening too sekarang, as you can see, our unicorn founders are already like in the in the 30th or 20th positions now di sana. So I guess it's happening, dan it's very exciting to be here right now in the scene right now in Indonesia where the action is. Gitu.
Nah, kalau digital industry sendiri ya, perkembangan 10 tahun ke depan, forward looking, Pak Nicko bagaimana Pak?
Exciting. It will be more and more companies IPO.
1 decade.
1 decade.
Yeah.
I hope I hope I will be here still. When witness the next decade, meaning 20 years, right?
Yeah.
No, I've been working in this industry for 10 years, and I look forward for another 10.
Mungkin ini pertanyaan terakhir Pak.
Siap.
Ini kata kunci kaya Pak. Jadi pola pikir apa yang bisa direkomendasikan untuk menjadi kaya dengan berinvestasi Pak?
Right. Gini, terus terang, I came from a very traditional background. I don't think my parents believe in investment.
Oh ya?
Yeah.
Kenapa Pak?
I don't know, because their mindset is to protect what they have, right? Ya kan? So the wealth can never get perkalian, multiple. So just protecting what we have, gitu kan ya kan? And that's kind of a very conventional mindset di sana. So I think my keyword or my advice or something, take risk.
Take a risk.
Take more risks, because if you think about getting kaya tadi, I mean that's the context of this. To take a turn yang orang-orang mungkin nggak nyangka gitu. You invest in something yang orang nggak percaya, tapi you are the first believer in it. I was the first believer of Indonesia digital ecosystem hari itu, where nobody else believe in it. Seperti yang really Indonesia punya digital gitu kan ya kan? How big can you guys be? So become a first believer, become the a spokesperson, for that kind of company atau that kind of sectors gitu kan ya kan? Evangelist, talking about technology, talking about cryptocurrency, I don't know hari ini, but I guess you have to take risk kalau mau kaya. Kalau mau pintar juga harus take risk kan, enggak?
Yeah.
You have to take knowledge outside your discipline misalnya, because you have to be multidisciplinary. Discipline if you want to be pintar. That's risk too. You are risking your time.
Bukan hanya nyali aja ya, maksudnya harus smart enough.
You have to be smart ya. Nyali penting. Smart tanpa nyali susah, nyali tanpa smart susah. I mean, those two is like a very rare combinations in a person too.
Oke.
Right.
Baik.
Yeah.
Oke, terima kasih banyak Pak Nicko hari ini. Waktu yang sangat berharga Pak.
Kamsahamnida Pak Untung.
Kamsahamnida Pak Nicko. Oke, terima kasih sahabat Mirae Asset. Kita sampai jumpa di next episode. Thank you. Terima kasih.
Bye-bye.
Halo sahabat Mirae Asset, jangan lupa komen di bawah siapa master yang ingin kalian undang di episode selanjutnya. Terus jangan lupa juga like, komen, subscribe. Terima kasih.